Now, one more trick you can do is to just to give it a little bit better look is hello, welcome back. Quick little project today at work. I'm going to solve a problem. I like to listen to my music and stuff at work, which I'm sure many people do anymore with their cell phones. This is my wife's case. I'm going to use it as the model, but it fits perfectly underneath my monitors right there. I'll probably do it like this, stand it up. But when I try to tap on it, I don't have anything to hold it on, you know, like those stands. And yes, you can get these for $2 on Amazon. If it's an add-on item, sometimes they're cheaper than that. But I have some scrap wood and I want to stain mine, so I thought it'd look kind of nice. Anyway, I have my power cord that comes up. So I'm just going to use this as a model and a piece of scrap pine 1x4 that we have. Basically the idea is just to make something for it to lean against and then a base to stand it up. I'll probably just cut a piece off of here, pocket hole it to an upright piece so it'll sit something like this, and then that's it. And that way it'll give it some support. I'll probably put two little things on the side. That way when you push on it, the whole phone doesn't rock and move and fall over and stuff. So that way it'll just be like this on there, and then you can just tap your button or hit pause or something when somebody comes up and it won't, you know, fall or whatever. So basically just get your case that you have for your phone, and you know, it doesn't even have to be as tall. I'm gonna make mine exactly the right height. Well, not exactly the right height, but I'll probably make mine just like that. If it does stick up a little bit after I'm done, that's fine as well. And then you'll want to look to see where your power and your headphones are, to make sure you don't cover those up. What I'll probably do here is just cut me a little 1-inch section. I haven't even designed it yet. I don't know what I'm going to do, so I'm going to make a ledge, cut it out, and I'll put it together. So I'm going to get started. Okay, so what I've decided to do is I'm going to cut my first one at 8 inches. Then I need a 1 1/4 inch piece for my phone. So, and I'm going to just end up gluing that right here on the side. And then I will glue a small piece on the sides here just to kind of hold it, and you know, so it grips it like that so it doesn't fall sideways. And that's all I'm going to do. So I'm going to cut it down to 8 inches just to make sure that because I'm going to cut it off so that it's at an angle when it sits on the table after I'm done. So let's go with 8 inches. Okay, and then I need one piece. Let's go with just 1 inch tall. And that'll give me my. So I'm just going to make a 1 inch piece, and I'll glue that down towards the bottom, and it'll rest on there like that. Okay, I don't have my saw set up, so I'll just get these cut out and then I'll come back then. Oh, and I also need a 3-inch piece, I guess, for the back. Yeah. Let's see. I got 8 inches. I'm gonna put this guy right here. So I think I'll put him, no, I'll put him up a little bit. Just put him like that. Put that right at the top. So I want this to be about right there. And this is just all guessing. I didn't draw anything up or anything. So I'm gonna put it 2 inches from the bottom. So, and I'll probably just make it 3 inches. Let's go with 4 inches. 4, 3. Well, this would be 3.5. Okay, let's go with 3.5. So, let me go get me a piece cut for that. And just a tidbit for those older folks like me. My son sold us on these, I don't know where he found them or whatever, but these Nemesis Safety goggles are great, but these come with bifocals, just readers. It's like a 1.5 or something. As my 40-some years old, and I finally have to wear glasses. It's kind of been an adjustment for me to not be able to see up close. So I have these, and it helps a lot, because then I don't have to go find my regular glasses or whatever, and I just keep these on, and it works great. And it forces me to wear safety goggles, which I'm not really fond of. Also, anyway, I found that these coping saws, I hardly ever use it for trim or whatever that is, molding. And I found these coping saws that come in great for these fine, small little cuts like this. Because I just need, like I said, I got this, I just cut a chunk off at about an inch, inch and a half. And that's going to go down here like this. But for my phone, I need about an inch and a quarter. Otherwise, it'll interfere with the charger and the headphone jack. So I'm just going to cut this off here. You're with the grain, so if you're careful, you probably could just break it off. But I'm just going to use this little saw here. I lost the good blade. It broke one day, so I have to use this fine blade, which will go a little slower. But I've always found these quick cuts like this work. This coping saw works real good for that. It's going to go on the back, so if I scratch it, it won't matter. There we go. Pretty clean, nice cut. And that's just going to go, I'm going to glue that on there like this so that it'll line up with the bottom of that. And then I'll have one on this side to keep it from tipping off. I'll just get my pocket holes in here. Seem right, 3/4. And then let me figure out where I want to go. Yeah, that looks about good right there. Let's see how far that is. That's right at 2 inches, so that's what I was planning. So let's do 2 inches from the bottom. Will be the bottom of our board. Just put the pocket holes down so it's not so ugly, right? And a little bit of glue. Added. There's that. Figure out where we want to put this. Just right about right there. Yeah, I wish I would have flipped that over and had that knot on the top, but it'll be alright right here. And then see, I just need to put something on the side, and I can't decide if I'm going to glue a piece right here like this. I guess I could use this one, right? I've already got cut, and just glue it right here, and then there we go. And that sounds like a plan to me. Another quart can. Oh yeah, there we go. Now I got something to hold it down with. Just put 2 in there. That way it'll glue properly. Okay, so I went over to my shelf because you could do this, like I said, and just put a piece over here like that. Or you could even make a little notch so that it lines up properly and all that. But I have these extra little brackets, and I'm going to be staying in mine the dark color like I do everything, just because I like the dark. And I'm going to just put this on there because it'll match pretty well, and it's smaller, and it'll work perfect for what I need to keep it from sliding out the sides there. So I'm just going to screw one of these down for mine, and then I'll be done. So I'm going to screw that on there, but I'm going to stain it first before I screw it down, and then that way that'll be done. Now, one more trick you can do is to give it a little bit better look. That's why I cut it a little bit extra and move this up some, so that you can draw your line. You basically just lay it down instead of having to figure out your angles and stuff. You get I'll just use this, or you can use a scrap piece or any piece of scrap that you have or whatever, and you basically will just line it up like that. Then you draw your lines and chop it off, and then you'll have it where it sits nice and flat on the ground. And so that's what I'm going to do next. Need a better pencil than this though. Give me a fine pencil, smaller one. A little worried about this knot right there. Might give me a little bit of a problem. There we go. See how it sits nice and flat now? Now all I gotta do is sand it down a little bit, kind of round the edges, just to give it a little bit better. I'll probably round this just with the sander and stuff. And then I will stain it, screw my bracket down, and I'll be finished. I've got enough gap under here. I think my cable will come around. If not, you could drill you a hole underneath here, and a little line right there to put your cable through, or however how you want to do it. I'm not too concerned about the cable. I'm just going to come around this side and come up, so it won't be a big deal. But you can do all kinds of stuff. Just modify it to, take your case off. That's the best way, and that way you don't have to worry about your phone or anything. Take your case off and just figure out what you want to do. That way it works for your phone, and just modify it. It's just simple piecing together some wood, kind of like a puzzle or whatever. Okay, so I'm just going to get it stained, and then I'll put a little ending on the video here with it all finished, stained, and the phone in there. But otherwise, just like I said, it's pretty simple. Design it ever how you want to for your phone. Leave comments below on suggestions for improvements, or if you've made one, I'd be curious to see what you did. I'm always thinking about changing. The only thing I don't like is I was thinking about maybe making it the same way but sideways to go under my monitor at work. But this will go to the side, pretty much on the left hand side over here. That's where I have the speaker anyway, so it seems to fit for what I need. Maybe a design to go like this horizontally underneath your monitor or something might be better. But yeah, please like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. And as always, we'll catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching.